This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They go play action now. Haskins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Intercepted.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman.
In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
At the 8.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And that'll set them back 5. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. Still a ways from the end zone as they come up now on 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mark Andrews, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Washington nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for the Washington leader in receiving yards a year ago. Good for a first down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings
on 2nd and 2. Haskins slings this deep from the... Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. Haskins on the keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Out
there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Pro Bowl punter Tress Way on to punt for Washington, standing just outside his own goal line. Here's Moore on the return. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Their own 43-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And this will be caught by Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
10 yards.
And Marquise Brown coming off of a solid rookie season, 46 catches, 584 yards, but he was never 100% in his rookie year. As head coach John Harbaugh talked about the foot injury that he played with throughout the season. Now they expect him to be 100% healthy, and when so, they'll see more of those plays that had everyone called him Hollywood in college.
Throwing is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Gibson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From midfield now, Haskins. And he'll find Hall. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Number 89.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
They go play action with Jackson.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A solid chunk of 11 yards there on the keeper. But 4th down now. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
2 yards on the play. First down, Ravens.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44, Jackson being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He'll pitch it, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Brings up 4th down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
And a Raven first down.
This is Ingram. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line. The
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Ricky. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun. Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
51, Mike 51.
From the gun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Open man is Sims. He's got it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hall. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 39. 11 yards there, first down.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. 51 to Mike.
On play action, Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They go play action with Haskins. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Steven Sims. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, Mike 51. I'm coming after you.
Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Sims. Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before break. Haskins connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Again, they'll run with Freeman. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
5 yards on the play.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
The score, Ravens 28, Washington 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Haskins. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And it's caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score, Ravens 28, Washington 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Second and
Freeman again.
at the 24-yard
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
Here with Freeman. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Brought down back at the 11-yard line.
3rd and goal, Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
To Nick Boyle.
Nick Boyle his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing again. Haskins. That one caught by Gibson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field.
Washington.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Love. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
18-yard line.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. Haskins back to the air. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 35, Washington 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He was trying to turn the corner, but he will go nowhere. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Third down, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way down to the 26.
A 51-yard gain.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. Tucker now for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Washington 21. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. On first down, it's Haskins. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Complete to Marquise Brown.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. His third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead will grow by one more.
Makes the score Ravens 49, Washington 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. Third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct the ball carrier.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd and long.
He's going to run, but he's got a long. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. 51.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Open man here, Sims complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word one using them. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The first throw for the backup, Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, Griffin's going to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Griffin. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's caught at the 25.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall to defeat for the 2nd time this season. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.